Hey guys, good afternoon. I wanted to give you guys an update on the stock market today. I know it's been a while, so I'm happy to kind of share in the beginning really where we left off about a month ago, and what were some of the updates that occurred up until this point, and really where I see us going. I get asked a lot, why do I show the S&P 500? Well, think about the S&P 500 as like the big daddy or the big mama. Look, you have to understand this derivative. You have to understand that whatever occurs in the S&P 500, think of like your Tesla, your Amazon, your Apple. Think of them as like the children, right? The S&P 500 is the big mom and the daddy, and the children are like the Tesla, Amazon, and your smaller your single stocks, right? So if you don't know where the daddy and the mama is going, which is AKA the S&P 500, then you don't know exactly where your Tesla or your Amazon's going, right? Now, there may be fluctuation here and there, but most of the time, the trend will tell you where everything is headed. And this is why I look at S&P 500, and that's also why I look at Bitcoin. If you want to know where your altcoin is going, if you want to know where your Dogecoin is going, your Litecoin, your Ethereum, whatever it may be, you have to understand where Bitcoin is going, and you have to understand where the S&P 500 is going, and this will help you. And not just the S&P, the Nasdaq as well, the Dow. You have to understand these bigger. I like looking at the S&P. But anyway, so I did want to go and re-review what was stated about a month ago, and then where we're at now, and where I think we're going. Okay. So I wanted to play a clip on my last YouTube video. And again, if you guys haven't subscribed, please be sure you do. And then you can also like or dislike it. But I wanted to play a clip of what my thoughts were at the 8:30 mark. And I'll play about 15 seconds of this.
I do believe that, and I really want I really want this resistance to break, because if it breaks, we will go higher. And that means all your stocks will also, whatever stock you're holding will go higher. But we do.
So as we can re-review, look, I told you guys that if we would break this 42.38, we will go higher. So as we're looking at what occurred, look, we went higher, right? We went higher. And not only that, so that video was on June 9th, okay? June 9th. And then on June 23rd, right here, okay? If you're not following me on Twitter, you can also follow me on Twitter here at Nick_Carazales. But on Twitter, I put on here as well that it's a very pivotal moment. We're either going higher or we're about to take a dip. And so what happened? Well, at that point on the 23rd, we went higher. And so again, these are the main reasons why you want to understand what's going on with the broader scheme of things, because this will help you project. So I always, the way I always see it is I look at the daily as well. The daily will tell you a story, right? But a trend, which is the weekly, which we'll look at it here in a little bit, the weekly will tell you, the whole story, right? The main trend. And so right now, clearly we are on a bullish trend, right? And that was what I was trying to get at. So where are we at now, and where do I think we're going? So we can take out these two marks. And since we are already past these two things, let's set up some new lines. Okay, so clearly we are on an upswing. So what you see right here, these lines right here, these are the 20, the 50, the 100, and the 200 EMA. So basically it's just a moving average of what's happened over the time. It takes some calculations to kind of give you a weighted average. But what we're looking at here is we've got, once the 20-day breaks, which it did around this May timeframe, and also during that little peak there in the middle of June, once this breaks, the next support is 50. Okay. So I will always know, okay, if this 20 breaks, then it goes to this 50. If this 50 breaks, then we're probably most likely looking here, because there's no more support. This is usually the supports that we get, right? And so right now, a trend that I noticed is that, when we spurt up, just like we're doing here, we have to go back and we have to eventually retest this 20 EMA. And that's just to show for support. So right now, as I see this trend as it happened in April, the same thing I'm seeing it now. So I mean, we could go much higher, but and I'm not saying what we won't, but if we do, we will eventually hit this whenever this red line comes out. We will eventually have to retest this red thing, this red 20-day EMA, and then spring back up. So um, so what are some ones that I'm looking at right now? So we don't have much resistance. Once we hit that, once we went past that 42.38, like I said, we went past resistance. And so right now we really haven't come down, and that's not healthy. Usually when we sprint back up like this, we slowly drip down, or it happens pretty quickly. So what I'm actually looking for is I don't think we're going to go back down here, but what I am looking around is I do want us to come back and maybe test this 43.45. So I'll put this right here, 43.45. Let's see. Where is my would like to see 43.45 hold as support. So yeah, I would like to see us come back and do another spring. Or we could go all the way up to, 43.91. Again, there's no resistance right now, so I can't do what I did here. I can't find that resistance because right now there isn't any resistance. We keep on just breaking up. So until we find out resistance, which could be, it could be here. We could find our first resistance right here. So let me put that right here. Could be first resistance, okay, at 43.92. Let me see something here. But again, this is all guesses, because here's the thing is if we break this 43.92, I mean, we don't really have anything. I mean, it could get just skyrocket to this as well. So I don't know. I'm just guessing here. Could be second resistance at 44.84. Okay. So again, I would like to see support. I would like to see us kind of come back and hold this support. If we don't, I mean, this could be, again, I don't even want to put this there, but this could be where we come back. And again, what this is and what these little lines are, and you can go on tradingview.com and look at this. These are the pivots. Basically, the P is for pivot. So you have these R's are resistance and these S's are supports, right? But the cool thing about this indicator is it allows you to, it actually adds them all up. Your resistances, your pivots, and your supports, and divides them over a long period of time and produces future supports and resistances. And so that allows me to sort of, at least, this isn't going to tell you, it all, but it gives you a guide of where you could see support and resistances fall. There's a lot more. Don't rely solely on indicators, but at least gives you a clear view of where things could go. So I will put this though here as well for you guys. If 43.45 doesn't hold, then we could see 42.26 as support. Okay. So I know this is definitely a lot, but again, it's you have to understand these things, guys. And what I mean is this is really short-term stuff, right? I mean, if your dollar cost averaging, if you have it in your 401k or your IRA or whatever it may be, then you don't really need to worry about this stuff. because you're always taking the lows and the highs of the market over time, and it'll all work out. But for those that are, like to trade, make some extra income monthly or quarterly or whatever, these are the things you have to pay attention to, because if you don't, then you're literally just gambling your money away. And you also have to understand these candles, right? And so when we broke out of this new trend, right? This was an engulfing bullish green bar, which usually sets a opportunity for a new trend to start. Okay. So again, here are my levels. We'll see what it looks like in another month. I want to keep these videos kind of short. If you haven't subscribed, please be sure to subscribe to my YouTube. I'll have more updates as we go. Also, last thing is I put something out, you know, earlier on my on all my social media accounts, but I put in that I'm offering free 30-minute sessions. So feel free to message me, between 10 a.m. and 3 p.m. Monday through Friday. In the next couple of months, I'm starting a pilot program where I'm wanting to mentor or coach. And if you guys have just Q&A about Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies or stocks, just come at me and we'll talk about it. Other than that, guys, I appreciate all the support. Thank you for all that you do. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you so much.